Most men think the problem is the woman actually wasting their time. It's not. The real problem is what you do in the first 30 seconds after you actually realize it. And almost every man out there always seems to get this wrong. And I need you guys to actually stay with me for a second, because I know you're tired of, trying to slide in her DMs, trying to send messages to her and getting back that one word reply from her. I know you're frustrated because you keep showing up, trying to make plans with her. You're trying to be consistent and do everything right. And it seems like everything is going wrong. And it seems like when you try to do everything you want to do, it seems like for some reason that she seems like she's making your time something that is actually limited. Like you always are going to be there. Like you're always going to show up. And she knows she can always find you. And like there's just no cost to actually keep you guys waiting. And I think for many of you guys out here, the worst part is that you already know that something is actually off. You feel it, but you keep going anyway because there's something inside of you that, you try everything you can not to overact or react and everything, because you say to yourself, maybe she's busy, or, maybe she's doing something, and you want to do everything you can so she doesn't seem like you're insecure. You don't want to move like you're the one actually being insecure. So what you do is you kind of sit back, you chill, you sit back, you wait and everything. And you wait all damn day and you send her one message, and without even opening your mouth, man, you think, my time has no value, man. And damn, and that's what she's counting on, man. And I think nobody's actually really talking to her, telling you about this. In a few minutes, guys, of talking to you guys, I'm going to show you exactly what to do in a moment that you actually realize you're wasting your time and it's not actually what you think. Because I think a lot of people get it all wrong, and I get what you're going through, and I know it's very frustrating and everything, but I think for many of you guys out there, what is very important first, you really need to understand that you keep up ending here in the first place, because this is something nobody actually talks about. People don't really talk about this, man. And women who actually waste your time and everything, they don't do it randomly. I know it feels like it's something random, but a woman waste your time is not a random thing. It's not at all, man. They're doing it because at some point you showed them it was okay and it was safe to do exactly what it is they're doing to you. And the first time you responded to that first one-word text, that first lazy text, that first just, whatever or okay or an emoji, you said nothing but give her a green light. And then guess what? It was at that point she decided that, she has her way. She can go ahead and just waste your time. You know what? And the thing is that what most guys don't understand is that a lot of women really just don't decide that kind of thing, gentlemen. They just don't decide that, I'm going to waste his time. Is what a lot of you guys understand is most of you young men give women permission to waste your time, man. But the thing is this, here's what's going to change everything. Because the men out there who figure out, what I'm talking about, they actually stop getting their time wasted and everything, because they're not bitter or anything like that. They just become a different man. And you have been told a million times to be patient, to be understanding, give her the benefit of the doubt. Don't push her away. That is exactly, gentlemen, what she's counting on. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand the layers of the game in which and how women actually operate to you guys out there. They know all the moves, but you just said, whenever you're doing this, you're saying my time has no value. Okay. And see, I know people here patience is a virtue. I know a lot of guys here, patience is a virtue, right? And that sounds like some fortune cookie statement, but it's not patience. It's something I call unlearned patience. That is a signal of weakness. There's nothing wrong with you trying to hold out, but a woman can feel how you've been holding out by the way you reply to her after you think you're holding off long enough. And she can feel it before you say a word. You send her a message, she takes a day, she takes a long time, she sends you one word, and you build up so much. Whatever you build up, the way you talk to her, she's so used to hearing it, she already knows that. And the man that actually gets respected are not the ones that wait longer, man. It doesn't work that way, man. They're just the ones who just actually stop waiting at all, man. Man, I had a guy calling the show, man. It was a good mug. He was real cool. He was solid and everything. And all he was doing was replying to those one-word text messages for weeks straight. And then he always was wondering, why is she so distant? Why is she doing what it is she's doing, okay? And after he started to learn the game, he started to realize that he has value and worth, and he moves another way. But in the same time, when he started to learn the game, he realized he started talking to her in a different way to leave more of an impression on her. What do I mean by an impression, gentlemen? I mean that you can leave such an impression on a woman that when she talks to other guys, she actually starts thinking about you. And see, the thing is when he really learned his value, his silence started to do more for him, because she started processing that out of all the guys that she was talking to, out of all the guys she was interacting with, out of all the guys that she was doing things with, guess what? He was the one doing something different. And guess what? It wasn't nothing magical. She didn't hit him back that day. It took a couple of days, to be honest with you guys out here. But she called him. And I know a lot of you guys say, wait a second, what's the big deal about the call? Because guess what? She never called him. She would always send him text messages, but she called him, okay? And there's some woman out there in the same situation that you guys are in. And the only thing that changed in all this was actually him. He changed. Okay? See, when you remove your availability and everything, okay, she has to recalibrate, and she has to really recalculate the chess moves that she uses on the average guy. And even if she doesn't come back, guys, you already win already, because at the end of the day, you stop negotiating who you are with someone that's not giving you action and not giving you effort. And right now in 2026, a lot of men are waking up faster than ever. And I'm proud of you guys for waking up, because women are having a hard time to adjust to it, because women aren't used to adjusting to a man that's locked into himself, one thought, one mind, one way. And there's a lot of men out there who figure this out. And when they actually figure this out, they're the ones that realize that she can't manipulate me anymore. You know what I mean? They realize, you know what? There are those that realize, and then there are those who don't realize. And guess what? This is what changes the algorithm. This is what breaks the reality, because at the end of the day, she already knows exactly how much she can get away with, man. She knows the window to change certain things, all right? It's not going to be right now because she thinks she has you in a hold, but most men really don't even know this yet, because the ones who do can feel the moment they meet him that there's something different about that man. Okay, this is a person who is not going to tolerate BS. This is a person who's not going to sit around and make any speeches. He's not going to announce anything. And guess what? He just stops being available. And guess what? What he's saying is that you don't deserve me. You don't deserve my time. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of you guys out there, because you never felt that way about yourself before. But this is not about being mean to her, nor this is not about punishing her. That's not what I'm talking to you about, okay? It's not about keeping score. It's just that she's got to feel when she meets you that she's meeting somebody who understands the most valuable thing that you have to yourself, and that's time. And one thing you're not going to do is you're never going to waste your time with a nothing and a nobody who cannot bring anything to you. And that's what I'm saying. And I've always told you, this is not about being mean or rude to women. This is about you locking down to who you are as a man. Because when you lock down to who you are as a man, you actually change the game up. And the moment you treat it that way, everything actually changes, man. The way she texts you, how she talks to you, how she shows up, how she interacts with you, how she respects you. And again, man, most of y'all guys don't get it, but I want you to realize you can have this power with women. And I want you to do this one thing. I want you guys to do this. Think of one woman who has your time right now. Think of just one who hasn't earned it. Think about it. What woman do you know right now who has your time that has not earned it? I want you to think about that for a second. Just take a moment, sit back, okay? And you already know who she is, okay? She came to your mind as soon as I was getting into the question I was about to answer without even putting a question mark on it. You know what I'm talking about, okay? Are you okay with it? Are you okay with the days, the weeks, and the months that you're spending right now playing footsies with a woman that's not playing cooperative? Are you tired of that? This is why you guys have to wake up, because here's the thing that I say for you guys out there, all right? It's very important. You just have to ask yourself an honest question at the end of the day, okay? If that same woman is doing the same thing she's been doing to you, right? And nothing changes, are you okay wasting all that time? Just think about that. And man, if the answer is no, you already know what to do. You don't need a plan. You don't need permission. You don't need to decide that your time is worth protecting, because the decision is where everything starts. Done. That's it. That's how it works. One thought, one mind, one way. I know many of you guys out there don't believe in yourself enough, and because of your reality, most of you guys are under the assumption that, you know what, Steve, but I can't talk to her that way. If I move this way, something's gonna be wrong. I keep telling you, they're just gonna be the guy that she gets away with everything, the guy she doesn't respect, the guy that she's gonna use, the guy that she's gonna treat bad, the guy that she's gonna manipulate, and then there's the guy who has a game. The choice is yours. You have to make the decision on who you are and what you want to be in that moment. And when you can decide who you are and actually appreciate what you are to yourself, you're not going to have the problem. It's just right now you're just at a crossroads, and I want to make sure I do everything I can to make sure that you young men realize that you just can't, at the end of the day, keep drawing lines in the sand. It's time to draw a line in the stone. And if you start to draw a line in the stone, you're actually going to change the game up. But it's up to you. I want you to sit here, and I want you to ponder, and I want you to think and ask yourself, you know what? What is it that I need to do for myself to be a better man for myself, and not sit around and let a woman walk all over me? And when you start to answer that question, everything in your world is actually going to change. The move is yours now. It's time to make that move. It's time to draw a line in the stone and not in the sand. I believe you can do it. The question is, do you believe in yourself enough to do it? That's the question.